Hello, my friends. Today I want to talk about self love. It's a big subject, and everybody who has done a breakthrough knows that started to resonate with self love. First, you have to start to resonate with self love, and then the breakthroughs are happening. So, what is going on with this subject with self love? Some people say that it is very egoistic thing. So, we have to have a discrimination. Is other thing the self-centered human, and the other thing the human who loves himself. The human who loves himself respects himself, so he can respect others as well. The human who loves himself can love others as well. Okay, but it's a very difficult subject because when you try to go to self-love and you had some sad serious events in your life, and every therapist tells you, oh, you have to love yourself, you have to love yourself, but no one knows how to do that. If you ask them how to do that, they don't have an answer. No one has an answer, right? No one has an answer about how to love yourself. So when you try to realize what's going on with that, to realize how you're gonna do that, you go through a process where you find all your shadows come up, and you start to realize things. Sometimes you have to do research, you have to observe people. Usually, the successful people know how to love themselves. That's why they have done their big breakthroughs. Or you have to observe your friends. Then you are going to realize that some people are more self-centered, more egoists, and some people love themselves. That's why they love other people as well. It's very hard in our society to find friends who love themselves. It's very hard. So when you start to research about that, to research people who have done this already and who love already themselves, you start to realize that they have as their first priority how they feel. Everything that they do is after how they feel. They prioritize what they feel above everything else. That's the most critical thing to get. The person who loves himself says, do I want to wash the dishes or do I want to watch a movie? Okay, I want a movie and I leave the dishes. First of all, how you feel. Which would make me feel better? The person who hates himself lives according to should, what I should do, what the society expects me to do, how I will please my mother, how I will please my wife, my ex-wife, how I please my kid. They are people pleasers. The people who hate themselves are people pleasers. So the most important thing when it comes to love yourself is how you feel. You care about what you feel and how you feel more than anything else in your life. If you do that, then you care about how others are feeling. But first of all, is how you feel. No, there is that exercise where you go to the mirror and you look at your eye, inside your eyes, and you say to yourself, I love you. Have you ever done this? When you do that, you really suffer. You're gonna cry a lot. And in my opinion, the only thing you are going to realize is that you don't love yourself, that you just lied to yourself on the mirror, and yourself cries back because of all this feeling of complaint of why you don't love me, myself, why you don't love me. Why you want me to be a people pleaser and you make me suffering all my life. That's what yourself is going to tell you when you go to the mirror and say, I love you. You are going to cry a lot. Because when you say, I love you or I love myself, actually, you are not the person who loves himself, right? So you can't have not even one self-loving thought. No, you can't have that. And when you go and you say to yourself that, yourself is going to cry because you don't give love to yourself. So it makes you feel 10 times worse, 100 times worse. So normally and usually, you can't use affirmations Because when you say an affirmation about I love myself, it won't work. It will make you feel worse. Some people will do it mechanically, robotically, and if you do it like a robot, okay, then you don't feel anything. But if you really do it the right way with the affirmations, then you're gonna feel worse. So what you can do is to wonder what I love most in my life. Even if, when you don't love yourself, you can't love others. But even then, you can ask that. And then you're going to thank my dog or my kid or whatever, because that's what the ego does. The ego lets you love other things, but not yourself. Of course, you love the other things the wrong way, exactly because you don't love yourself. But that's what the ego does. The ego says, keep spending love. I will never let you get it back. There is no such thing as withdrawal. So you can take a bottle of water or a glass of water and think of all the love you have for your dog, let's say, okay? And just hold the water at your hands and direct all this love into the water. Because the water, I don't know if you know it, I have it in my seminars. The water changes the molecules depending on the words we say, depending on the feelings we have, depending on the thoughts we have. So our thoughts can change water, the molecules of the water, and the structure of the molecules of the water. So you can use that. You can just load your love to the water, to that glass of water, and this glass of water will be changed. It would be a water of 528 hertz. And this is scientific thing. If you search, there are a lot of studies from universities and a lot of scientists use this method. So you can just do that, to load all your love, this water, and then drink it. Yeah, it can work. So this way you trick your ego because the ego thinks, okay, you just love something external. So go ahead and do that. So you manage to focus on this love. On this kind of love to something external, to your dog or to your kid. And then you focus this whole energy, all this love you direct it on the water. So you keep your focus for like 1-2 minutes, as much as you can. And this love goes on the water. And see how you are going to feel. Because if you do it the right way, if you really direct your love in the water, and if you really take these molecules inside you, then you are going to feel the vibrational dissonance. The difference of this vibration of love with where you are, with the hate of self. There's going to be a difference on vibration. Some people who have done that, they became literally sick at that moment when they have drunk the water of love. They literally have hit the floor, they were shaking, it was very hard for them. They feel that what they just did was so wrong and they cry for 1 hour, 2 hours. Some of them are very determined, are very decided, and they say, no, I'm going to learn how to do this. I'm going to force my body to feel it because my life is destroyed when I am resonating at the part of self-hate and I want to love myself. So these kind of people who are decided, determined, they are keep doing it every day. And after some time, maybe 1 week or 2, the way they feel about themselves starts to change. But someone who has not done work with himself, who has not realized things, it's very hard to do it just like that with a magic wand. I don't like magic wands because they are not going to work. Or maybe they're going to think that, oh, it worked, but it won't be true. You need at the same time, together with the techniques, together with the magic wands, you need to realize things. That's why in my next video, we are going to talk about the 3 big blocks and wounds when it comes to self-love. What stops you from feeling self-love? Which are these 3 big blocks, these 3 big wounds that stop you from feeling self-love? But remember, one thing is very crucial. You have to check every time how you feel. how you feel. The people who love themselves, they don't care if they say to a person, go away, leave from my house. They don't care about that. They just care to feel well, to feel happy, to feel relaxed. First of all, start from now, start from today to remove the things and the people in your life that make you feel bad. Start to have as your priority to feel well, to feel good. Okay, I will see you on my next video. Love you all. Please like this video and share it. And thank you for subscribing on my channel. Bye. Love you all.